Good morning. Today I want to talk to you about wisdom and foolishness. They are both two different ways of thinking, and it's the wisdom of God I'm talking about, not the wisdom of men. So two different wisdoms, one type of foolishness. But I'm talking about the wisdom of God and the foolishness of man. Proverbs chapter 9 verse 3 says, she had sent forth her maidens, she cried upon the highest places of the city. And who is she talking about there? Wisdom hath builded her house, from verse 1. She hath hewed out her 7 pillars. She hath killed her beasts. She hath mingled her wine. She hath also furnished her table. Verse 3. She hath sent forth her maidens. She crieth upon the highest places of the city. And she says, whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. As for him that wanted understanding, she saith to him, come, eat of my bread, and drink of the wine which I have mingled. So wisdom is inviting you. He's saying, just come this way. If you want understanding, come to me. And wisdom is crying from the highest places in verse 3 of Proverbs 9 of the city. But look at verse 14. But before that, verse 13, it says, a foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. For she sitteth at the door of her house on a seat in the high places of the city. Who sits at the high places of the city? Wisdom does that as well. And so does foolishness. Of the foolish woman. And she says, she calls to passengers who go right on their ways. Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. Wisdom said the same thing. Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. And as for him that wanted understanding, she said to him, stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. So wisdom said, if he that wants understanding, she saith to him, come eat of my bread and drink of the wine which I have mingled. Forsake the foolish and live. He says, don't listen to the foolish woman. Don't listen to foolishness. Listen to me, drink my wine, eat my bread, and you live. But the foolish woman says, stolen waters are sweet, bread eaten in secret is pleasant. How can something stolen be sweet? How can bread that you stolen, you're hiding it, how can that be kind? So you can see foolishness and wisdom, they both go to the top of the places where you can hear them, you can see them, and they're both calling out to you. Do you want to understand it? Foolishness says, yeah, come and get understanding. And they're both speaking to the simple, which are people who are foolish. Hey, come, do you want to understand it? Come and eat my bread, wisdom says. Come and drink my wine. Come and have life. Forsake the foolish, forget them. What I'm saying to you is, there is no alakazam about it. Oh, I want wisdom. No, there can be no foolishness. They are both shouting from the same position, talking to the same people. Who you hear and who you adhere to and who you respond to is determined by how you think. If what you think on is foolish, you're going to listen to the foolish person because that makes sense to you. If what you think on is not foolish, is wisdom, you will adhere to wisdom. I hope this serves you because it did when I found it. Stay strong. And if you want to learn how to start thinking wisely, send me a message and I'll respond to you immediately.